Throughout the Pacific, we have all of these issues of contamination, including Agent Orange, PFAS, dieldrin, lead, oil spills, unexploded ordnance, negligent hazardous waste disposal, nuclear radiation and contamination, fallout from tests in the Marshall Islands. The U.S. has a lack of legal obligation. The agreements that they enter into with various sovereign nations have limitations, and U.S. laws themselves prevent some remediation from happening. For instance, the U.S. can create a lot of military hazardous waste in these areas, but their own laws prevent the transport of this waste, including the nuclear waste in the Marshall Islands, out into the United States. And of course, we have all these joint military war games: RE4PAC, Freedom Shield, Pacific Vanguard, Cope North, Valiant Shield, REMPAC, Talisman Saber, Exercise Sea Dragon, Pacific Dragon, Resolute Dragon, Freedom Eagle, Bushido Guardian, Balakatan, and more. And all of these are in areas where people are also protesting the presence of U.S. military and the harmful impacts of these exercises. All of these are, of course, made possible through coercive relationships and agreements with the United States that allows the United States to occupy the lands and seas of these sovereign nations for their military or their war games. And a lot of the language used to justify Israeli occupation and genocide of Palestinians is also used to justify this weapons testing in the Pacific. For instance, Iron Dome is something that is constantly brought up again and again with the building of the missile defense system for Guam to defend Guam from China, to defend the Marianas from China. Of course, the same weapons manufacturers that are generating profit from the genocide are connected to the military expansion and buildup here in the Marianas. And a lot of the weapons, like these drones used to murder innocent people around the world, are being tested in our region. This is a picture of the airfield in Tinian, the Divert airfield. And this is the same airfield that the nuclear bombs that dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima were launched from. And the United States is rebuilding this again so that if Guam is bombed, they can quickly transport personnel and weapons to Tinian. And so what we need to do is demand genuine security. We need to demand an end to these war games. We need to demand for decontamination, remediation, removal of bases, and for land return. We need to demand justice for military sexual violence, which increases in all communities where these war games take place. And we need to demand justice for war crimes. We need to fight for decolonization in our occupied lands, and we need to resist AUKUS and deep sea mining. And so I thank you all for listening to me today and look forward for ways we can strategize and work together to fight this beast, the military-industrial complex. Sizos Masi, and thank you so much.